Just tell us, what are the changes and how ready are you to host the funeral of Tata Mandela on Sunday?
Good afternoon, Zimkita. Good afternoon to the viewers. Thank you very much for this opportunity. As OR Tambo, we take ourselves as now having an extended family, which is the global family. And we are very warmly comforted by the fact that as we are here today, we are having all the world looking at us. And we want to proudly say we are very ready and happy to welcome warmly our international guests as they come to Mthatha, the home of Utata Wethu, Tata Madiba.
In the media briefing that we attended today, you made an announcement that the Mthatha airport will be a no-fly zone. Can you just give us more information about that?
Thank you very much, Zimkita. Starting from tomorrow, the airport of Mthatha will be taken over by the military of our country, and it will be a no-fly zone, as we'll be expecting to receive our dignitaries, the heads of states. Again, the Nelson Mandela Hospital also has been taken over by the military because it is a place that we are wanting to be ready for any emergency, as our heads of states will be here in Mthatha to have a place to look after them. When we need to give them the healthcare services, we need to be ready. And we've done a lot of changes, and we've transferred most of our patients in that hospital who are not that very serious. And we communicated with the family members and close relatives to say we will be using the near hospitals like your Isilimela, your Malizompehle, St. Barnabas, and St. Olsen's. That is where all the patients that are not very critical were transferred to. Only those that are in the ICU, very serious, and the emergency services will be still able to attend to the people of the community of OR Tambo.
As we all know that Mthatha and surrounding areas has a little bit of a challenge in terms of water. What preparations do you have in place now that there's going to be an influx of people coming here?
We are even ready for that. We have started already to provide upgrades in the Nelson Mandela Hospital itself. We are confident that there will be no more interruptions. In the Bedford Hospital that used to have a low pressure issue, we have attended to that, and we are confident that in terms of our water capacities, we are ready now to receive the community of the world. But in terms of the Qunu area, we also assisted that to ensure that there is more tanks that are made available. There is taps that have been constructed in the yard. Even in the surrounding areas, we also made sure that there are boreholes and a lot of tanks that we've delivered in the MPVs. That is your Qunu Museum, the Mvezo, Empa, Kalane, and Mkhekezweni, and all the other MPVs that will be having, in particular in the CPD. Mthatha will be having 3 stadia that will be used to be the place where all the people will be coming to, because we are confident that, as we know that in terms of the arrangement, we could not make it to go to the yard at home at the farm, but we are confident that through the MPVs, we'll be able to accommodate thousands of people that will be coming to the funeral. Hence, we are having the 3 stadiums, the Rotary Stadium, the Kaya Majola Oval, and the Mthatha Stadium will be used as other areas that will be using as spillover areas. As we know, the capacity in the yard will be only catering for 4,500 people. Even in the OR Tambo as a whole, there are other venues in Tsolo Junction, Lusigisi College, and Port St. John's who will be using as MPVs.
Lastly, before I let you go, Mayor, you mentioned that the airport will only accommodate dignitaries that will be coming here. But today, an aircraft couldn't land there because of inclement weather. What preparations do you have in place if the weather is this bad on that day?
We want to apologize for any inconvenience that may be made because of the natural causes, but we are confident that in terms of the emergency and disaster services, we have a way of ensuring that we divert those flights to East London and Port Elizabeth, should the need arise that we do that because of the weather services.
Thank you very much for your time, ma'am. There you have it. A lot of preparations are in place to deal with any event that might happen around. A lot of people around Mthatha were showing concern that they are not included in terms of any plans that are happening around, but the mayor has made it clear that there are public viewing areas to accommodate people who will not be allowed in Qunu, but to talk to us more about how the public, the general public of Mthatha will be involved is KST Mayor. Good afternoon and welcome, ma'am. A lot of people are saying that they don't have first hand of Tata Mandela. They have to monitor everything on television. What experience are you going to give them?
What we are going to do is to make it a point that there is constant communication first, which we have started already. How they are going to be involved in the process is that when the body of Tata Mandela arrives at the airport, there will be a human chain from the airport to Qunu, where the communities around KSD will be part of that human chain. It will be also be a process of giving respect to the old men and making sure that as the body is going to be taken to Qunu, all the people in the area are part of giving that respect. And there is constant communication with the communities around the area.
The night vigil that will be held on Saturday evening, is the general public invited to that night vigil? And is the capacity of the venue able to accommodate thousands of people that would like to attend?
The general public is invited, but of course there will be a limitation in terms of numbers. That is why part of it, we are encouraging a number of people to go to the public viewing areas where they will view the funeral on the day of the funeral, because the night vigil will take place at Walter Sisulu University Stadium, where we will be accommodating a certain number of people. But we are confident that this is going to work out very well, as we know that the people of this area, they do respect that we are mourning.
Okay, thank you very much for your time. And that's all we have time for here. It's now back to you in Johannesburg.